Hello! Welcome to PyroKitty's Tavern. As always, I am April the PyroKitty, and today is the start of summer school at the tavern. It's my little theme for the month. We're going to be doing some educational-ish games later in the month, but we're going to start with our Lego build. We're doing the Lego Evolution of STEM. I actually have a digital book, so I don't need that one. I apologize if I sound sort of hoarse or scratchy voiced. Please let me know if I need to adjust my mic volume. I am definitely fighting a sinus infection, and it's kind of winning at the moment. So my goal today is to finish 3 bags in this set before I die. Oh, hold on just a second. I forgot. Suntroa is unfortunately working. Oh, the bot landed. Well, if there is, do we have any non-lurkers in chat that would like to run a giveaway for a free sticker? I only say non-lurkers because if you're, not present, I can't really run a giveaway. But yeah, if anybody... Hey, John Z of Emerald Company Gaming. There's another great gaming stream over there if you want to check it out. If anyone else wants to chime in, we'll run a giveaway. Otherwise, John Z, would you like a sticker? Because the bot landed for 98.43. You love stickers and you heard the fireworks. I'm glad you heard the fireworks because that doesn't always work. So if you would like a sticker, John Z, looks like you are the winner by default. Pick your sticker. And Suntroa just resubbed. Technically, I resubbed for him. He is at work. Alright, will do. Where's my stickers? Wasn't expecting a win right off the bat, but here we are. This one, correct? And Anya. I really need to add numbers to that sticker sheet. Alright. I'm pretty sure I still have your address, so I will get that in the mail to you later this next week, as there is a holiday tomorrow. Happy early 4th of July to anyone in the US. Happy late Canada Day to anyone in Canada. So Suntroa just resubscribed with Prime. As I said, technically I resubscribed for him. He is currently at work, as we both work retail, and today is not an optional day off. But he did tell me what potion he wanted, ingredient he wanted. So here are my potion ingredients. In case you haven't been here in a little while, I've added a neat little gimmick for subs. You get to pick a potion ingredient of one of these up here, and I will add it to my potion cauldron. And once we hit 10 ingredients, we'll name a potion and do a sticker giveaway. So I think we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 in there currently, and this is the one Santroa picked before stream, kind of like a swirly pink, I don't know, taffy maybe? So it's going in. I can get it to come out. There we go. Oh. There we go. A little mix up in the cauldron. And there's our potion currently. Will you focus? Not really. Yeah, so that's an ongoing little fun thing for subs. I do appear to maybe be having some bitrate problems today. Unfortunately, I can't fix the internet, so apologies for that. And again, apologies for my throat. If you see me drinking some of my tea, that's why. But yeah, so today we're doing the Lego Evolution of STEM. See the cover right up here? That's what we're going to end up with after Sunday. Excuse me. So this build has some little tidbits about the different STEM. In case you aren't aware, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Well, actually, here, let me just read from the instruction book. It has a little tidbit about STEM. Driven by curiosity, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, represents the core disciplines that drive modern innovation and problem solving. These fields are deeply interconnected and help us understand and shape the world around us. We can use them to tackle challenges, think critically, and innovate across various domains. Each discipline enhances and informs the others. For example, engineering relies on scientific principles. Technology harnesses both engineering and mathematics, and mathematics is essential for advancements and discoveries in all STEM fields. Let's see. When we create Lego bricks and models, we use STEM principles, and when we build, bricks can help us explore abstract ideas through hands-on learning and turn them into tangible and accessible concepts. Each mini-build in this model represents a groundbreaking STEM achievement, from the invention of the wheel to mapping rare species, building computers to sending rovers to Mars. STEM fields have always built on the achievements of past explorers and pioneers. Their curiosity, creativity, and collective pursuit of knowledge continues to inspire and propel us towards new discoveries and technological advancements. Let Sir Isaac Newton, Marie Curie, and George Washington Carver be your guides on your building tour through STEM history. I think. All right, yep, and then here is the start. So we will go ahead and get kicked off on this. Like I said, my goal is to get through 3 bags. That's a little less than half of this build. I am fighting a sinus infection, so I apologize if there's any sudden mutes. It is because I have a cough or a sneeze. I will try to get to the microphone before I cough or sneeze. I will try my best, I promise. Throat clears, you'll just have to deal with those. So we start off this build with George Washington Carver, who was born in 1864 and died in 1943, an American National Inventors Hall of Fame inductee. The world-famous chemist, agriculturist, and humanitarian lived by the words, "It is simply service that measures success." George Washington Carver, so he was a chemist, agriculturist, and humanitarian. So he is what we're building first here. Yes, the peanut guy. In fact, We have some little peanuts here. See if I can get this to focus. Yeah, see, we've got some little peanut brick. It's a symbol Mr. Carver here. He's got a fun hat. And looks like a sort of a watering can. Watering can in one hand. And his peanuts on the other. So there is Mr. George Washington Carver. We'll put him right up here. And dive right on into building. Hope everybody's been having a great week. If you're here in the US, I hope you've been having a satisfactory holiday week. Oh, running into microphone, sorry. As I said, I am fighting this sinus infection. I woke up Sunday morning and my throat was just on fire. Well, I'm glad you have it off. That is significantly better than not having it off. I work, unfortunately. I'm hoping the pharmacy, we won't be too busy in the pharmacy, as most doctors are closed that day. But that doesn't mean anything. People still go to urgent care in the hospital, and I forgot my medicine. Gray. Okay. Gray one of those. And black wheel. So we're making, so part of this spins. So it looks like we're kind of making the spinning mechanism. And this goes over here. It's not quite a Technic build, but definitely has some moving parts. Again, I apologize well in advance for any mutes you suddenly hear. Just trying not to cough in your guys' ears. Alright, so this is going to be this side. There we go. Keep those straight. Alright, so we got a bunch more Technic-y sort of gears and stuff going on. That. Again, please let me know if any of the volume needs adjusted. I know I'm probably talking a little quieter than usual today. And I messed around with the volume stuff since my last LEGO stream, so I'm not sure how well it is balanced now. Alright, so we have that. And then this. That's an interesting little shape we got going. Looks like a gear. That goes on there. All right. To grab that. Definitely seems like a handle of sorts, but then we go and put this on this side, so not a handle. Interesting little moving parts. All right, and now we're going to attach this here. I need to make a button to mute my microphone, although I think just hitting the mute button on my microphone will be the quickest way. But yeah, so this month I'm doing sort of a more educational type theming. The games we're going to be playing... Let's see, what did I choose for my games? I went back and forth a lot. So later this month we will be playing Crazy Plant Shop, which sort of you like create, you try and breed plants basically. So you have to use like dominant and recessive traits and learn a little bit about genetics along the way. And I also have to play Bee Simulator. You get to live the life of a bee, which seems quite interesting. I've seen one of my other streamers that I follow play it, and it seems interesting. And then we're going to round out the month with several plays of Prehistoric Kingdom, which is a zoo simulator, but the zoo inhabitants are all prehistoric animals, and it's a fairly accurate representation of the prehistoric animals with some information about them. And so those are our games lineup for the month. Where'd it go? You didn't leave the desk. How did you disappear? PyroKitty's losing parts. How did you get back there? Like way back, tangled in my cords. Neat trick. Hey, at least I haven't had to unbuild anything yet. You know what? I'm gonna start. How do I start a prediction? Manage prediction. Start a prediction. Now, PyroKitty to unbuild an entire step. Yes. No. And oh, it is one character too long. We'll do undo entire step. Alright, and you guys will have, we'll say 10 minutes. That way lurkers can get in there too. Got it. There you go. Prediction started if you guys want to play with some of your channel points. I also have a puzzle going, pinned to the top of chat. It is of an artwork called... Oh, here, let me just bring it up for you. It's called... What is it? DNA in All Living Things by the artist Bill Sanderson. I can show you what it looks like in the end. Oh, it does not show. Oh, here we go. That's what it looks like in the end. Could prove to be a challenge. I did not make it very many pieces, so if you want to join in on that, if you feel like working on a puzzle while I'm working on this Lego build. 100% chance. We'll see, we'll see. I might be okay. We'll see how addled my brain is today. Oh. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's what always happens. That's how the having to redo a step happens. I get an entire step ahead. Alright, and then these go on here. And that way. It's a very interesting looking interior here. I'm just gonna lay Mr. Carver down sideways here. He keeps falling over. Now we need these. There we go. I think this part is going to kind of be the spine of the book. That's the base. Starting to look like it at least. 3 and 4. Oh, 8 of these guys. So I do want to give a shout out. So Suntroa actually won this set in a giveaway. That was being put on by a channel I follow. Astro Canuck. I've raided into there a couple of times. He does a Lego and astrophotography when weather is cooperating. There we go. So if anyone wants to go and support a fellow awesome streamer, I recommend Astro Canuck. He is awesome in the platform, does monthly giveaways for followers, and that's how I got this set. Suntroa won a couple months ago. I've won a set from him previously as well. When skies are clear in Canada, where he is, he also looks at the space. Looks at space. Greetings, Scorch! welcome on in. There's another great game streamer you could follow there. It goes well. I am fighting a sinus infection, so I apologize if I sound all nasally. I'm not gonna say I'm winning against the sinus infection. You love the space! Everybody loves the space. Sound fine. Thank you. Yeah, it's kicking my butt at the moment. I actually left work early yesterday. Well, my boss let me. He was just like, you can go. We're caught up and there's no reason to stay. We actually had a drop win earlier. And Emerald Company Gaming won the giveaway for this sticker here. So it does happen. It does happen. That one I think was for the one that won was for like 98. I do have a prediction going for another few minutes for whether or not I will have to undo an entire step at some point today. If you want to gamble some of your channel points. There's also a puzzle going, but I know you aren't crazy into puzzles there, Scorch. So long ago, you barely remember it. May as well be legend. So long ago. Don't see a prediction. It should be at the top of the power-ups and rewards, or at the top of chat. I'm not sure. It shows up for me. But we all know Twitch can be twitchy sometimes. Not everybody enjoys puzzles. Has nothing to do with thinking or skill. And I know that's a false statement because you play some games that I should not. I could not figure out. Yeah, the message should still be pinned to the top. If it's showing both pinned messages, there might be something that says like view all. It has another minute 20 remaining on it. All right. There you go. Are you betting against me also? No faith in Pyro. Alright, that's an interesting little... spinny piece. Alright, the prediction is about to end. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and ended. There's 130 points. that I will have to undo an entire step. Guys, no faith. No faith. I am having some bitrate issues, so it could be on my end. It could be on my end. I definitely am having some drops with my internet. There we go. Alright, and then this goes there. We're getting something that looks like something. Certainly looks like something. I don't know what yet, but definitely looks like something. Alright, and this goes across here. Alright, what are we doing? So that goes like that. This goes like that. Okay, so that's sort of like the spine of the book. I don't know if you can see that sort of curve. Kind of looks like an open book. Just the very beginnings of it. So used to the instructions for like the faux Lego builds I usually do that are far more convoluted steps. Another sip of tea. And then this goes... That's odd. It like hides this whole piece. So what was the point? What was the point? Two of those. Two of those. Two of those. Alright. Yeah, I'm watching my inspector, and there is definitely some bitrate drop going on. I am very sorry. It is definitely my internet. And unfortunately, I'm not sure there's not really anything I can do about it. There's exactly one internet option here. They installed fiber, but stopped like just before they got to our street. Like seriously, it's probably stopped like 100, 200 feet from my house. My neighbor is actually going to go and see if he can convince them to run it the rest of the way down to our property. Because he also just before they stopped. We'll see if he has any luck. He's a very persuasive, bothersome dude, so... Well, that's fun. It spins. Hey! I certainly won't stop him if he wants to try and get fiber ran out here. Oh, I did not mean to do that. You're supposed to stay on. There we go. There we go. Little spinny turntable type look. And that goes here. Ah, and so I can turn this dial and spin it. Yeah, see? Spin, spin, spin. And the center part goes up and down. That's clever. Oh no, I'm out of tea. No more tea. Time to swap to water. Kind of making a frame around it. Yeah, that's cute. Looks like we're almost done with this bag. All the way up, all the way up. I don't know why it used the curved ones underneath if I'm using flat ones on top. A little odd. Welcome back. I don't know if you caught, but I did say I am having bitrate issues, so it is entirely possible it's on my end. I'm just having some internet struggles. It's pretty common here in the summertime. So my internet is through a phone company, and we are in a tourist area. So in the summer, there's a billion people using the phone network, and the internet priority goes to crap. All right, is that the end of bag one? That is the end of bag one. All right. Got some extra pieces. We have an extra peanut. All right. Let's set that aside. Sorry for crinkles. There's a lot going on in bag two. Two sub bags. Buy this bigger part first here. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Managing this summer heat. It's certainly crazy here. You're outside for like a minute and you're melted. Nothing like good old summer heat. make you want to live somewhere much colder. Get in there. Land in my seat, not on the floor. Lots of tan. Alright, I'm gonna mute the microphone for just a second. I have a sneeze coming on. Alright, I'm back. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use 2 for reds, I think. How many colors I got? Thank you. Yeah, this sinus infection is awful. I woke up Sunday and my throat was just like on fire from postnasal drip. It was like that all day Sunday and Monday. Tuesday it was a little bit better. Wednesday my throat didn't hurt so much, but I had a miserable headache and I started some of the drainage had migrated to my chest, so I was like started coughing. That's why my boss was like, not that you heard it. Well, I gave you guys heads up. Yeah, my boss was like, we're all caught up, so if you want to leave at lunchtime, you're welcome. And I was like, I do. I'm not gonna not accept that offer. Bunch of colors in this one. Try to get these separated. White we'll put up here. It's more clear. These I will just scoop into a bowl of color. Alright. Trying to keep an eye on my ad timer here. I ran out of tea, so I'm back to water. Might have to take a cough drop here soon. And 2 gold. Got some gold going on here. Alright. You're going there. Anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? And here in the US, it is 4th of July, or Independence Day. Welcome in, Christy S. How are you? Alright. So this one is, we're building the spectrum. This representation of the optical light spectrum shows colors ranging from ultraviolet to infrared, although the human eye can only see a portion of this. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and put them on as we go. bright red, orange, lighter orange. I feel like are those the same color? Those are. And now I play the... What color is this? Work, 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 and work for the weekend, but I'm saving for a new CPU, AMD 9900X3D, a nice one. Take all the work you can get. Nice. I mean, I guess nice. Always sucks to work a bunch, but you know, the money is always a good benefit. And a darker green. And a teal. Not a cheap boy. Oh, I'm sure it's not. I, well aware, priced out, you know, computer bits not long ago. Is there another lighter than that? What is that? Too many blues! There we go. There is the optical light spectrum. I'm gonna use a brick to try and straighten them out a little bit. For those just joining in, we are doing the... Oh, here, actually I have a command. Like a pro streamer. Maybe. There we go. That was a serious delay, bot. Yeah, I am building the Lego Evolution of STEM set today. In honor of starting what I'm calling summer school at the tavern this month. We're going to be playing some semi-educational games. At least games you can learn something from. Ooh. I'm also fighting a sinus infection, so if you hear me suddenly mute the microphone, that's why. Trying to not cough in your guys' ears. We do also have a puzzle going on in the background. If anybody is interested in joining in on that, feel free. It is pinned to the top of chat. One of those and one of those. All right. Flip this bad boy over. All right, we do have ads starting in a little bit, so I will probably build this step and then take a stretch break. While the ad's running, we do run 3 minutes of ads every hour to eliminate pre-rolls when folks first come in here, and also to have a chance to do a stretch break. I mean, everybody needs a stretch break now and then. We'll go ahead and do the next step because it's just literally to attach this to the book. That goes under there. Like that. There we go. And there's one half of our book with the optical light spectrum. There. Yeah, that's a great place for us to go ahead and take a break. Games you can learn something from. Call of Duty, Dead Space. Call of Duty War is wrong. Dead Space. Messing with alien tech is a bad idea. Stardew Valley. Work too late. And work too late and collapse, it'll cost you. Every game is educational. This is true. I'm trying to find ones with like more of the STEM theme, I guess I should say. We're going to do Crazy Plant Shop, where we learn about some plant genetics. Not real plants, but the genetics part's still the same. We're going to do Bee Simulator, where we look at the day in the life of a bee. And then we're going to round out the month with a few playthroughs of, a few STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So it's just sort of an abbreviation for those fields. And then we're going to end the month with Prehistoric Kingdom, which is like a zoo simulator, but with dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals. With pretty accurate representations of the prehistoric animals. So yeah, we're going to have some fun and learn stuff this month. Fancy. Alright, ads are about to run, and I'm going to mute my microphone and take just a brief stand up and take my teacup into the kitchen. Where's my ad? There's my, okay. Ads are about to go. I will be back in about 3 minutes. I will leave you, well, here. Let's go ahead and throw up the maze game. Start the clock. The ads will be my clock. There we go. There's some commands if you want to do the maze game. You could just do !wander. Yeah, there you go. And I will be back shortly. If it will type for me. There we go. Okay. I will be back in about 3 minutes. I even beat my ads. Ads are still going for another minute. I'm gonna take a cough drop while we're on the break, though. 1 minute remaining. And we are back. Hello. Characters will just keep right on wandering, don't you worry. And we are going to get back to building. I do have a cough drop, so if you hear that, I apologize. I did a cough drop. I get sinus infections so often, I hate it. Tired of my sinuses. Alright. Finishing up this side of the book base, looks like. Bot just pulled up my merch shop. If you want to get an awesome Tavern and Glade tumbler, those are available on my fourth wall. Also, my Lurker coaster, also available on my fourth wall. If anybody's interested. I'm not great at promoting myself, but I'll do it every now and then. I'm trying to encourage Suntroa to get some of his artwork up on fourth wall as well for his own shop. Hi, Azar. I'm gonna come lay down over here. Yeah. Hi, Papa. Might get an Azar appearance. There he is. Decided to come join us. Alright, so now this is on the top side. And there we go. Got sort of a mimics this shape over here now. Like I said, my goal for today is to get through 3 bags. I'm not going to push myself any further than that, just because I know I'll probably just start coughing as my medicine starts to wear off. But we'll get through 3 bags, and then we'll finish it on Sunday. As long as nothing catastrophic happens. Alright, so we're going to put on some gold corners here for the book. Like one of those metal corners that you see on some fancy older books. Alright, and same thing on this side. My bit rate is awful. Really sorry if you guys are getting any hiccups. It is 100% definitely the internet. Which means I unfortunately can do nothing about it. Other than moan and complain. I feel like I did something wrong. This should be centered. Oh, I see. That doesn't count. It wasn't a whole step. That's how you know you've hit pro status. Alright. So now I need 2 of these. What you humming about over there, Johnsy? And 2 more gold ones. It was not a whole step. A whole step would be if I completed this and then had to unbuild it because I've screwed up. Ah, so we're making the other side now. This time we're going to add in some representation of Morse code. Does anybody in chat know any Morse code? Because I do not. Might still screw up. Yeah, I know SOS. That's all I know. So we're going to see what this spells out. In 1836, Samuel Morse invented Morse code, which allowed long and short beeps to be transmitted via wires or written as dots and dashes. Can you tell what this message says? Well, let me get it built, and then we'll see. So we have 3 dots, 1 dash, 1 dot, and then 2 dashes. Let's see. So 3 dots. Last chance, anybody know it? I have looked it up. So 3 dots is S, 1 dash is T, 1 dot is E, and 2 dashes is M. So it spells out STEM, which is, you know, appropriate for the build. Oh, there's still definitely a chance I could screw up. I have a whole nother bag to go through. So... and most of this bag. Yeah, I have to work tomorrow, which is July 4th here in the U.S. Happy July 4th to any other my U.S. folks that I missed earlier. So I have to work tomorrow and I work Saturday. It's probably going to prove to be a busy weekend. Well, tomorrow is the actual holiday itself, and most doctors' offices are going to be closed. So there's a chance that tomorrow won't be too bad in the pharmacy, because doctor's office. Happy Treason Day, Americans. Happy Treason Day. I mean, it's not untrue. It's not untrue. Now we're going to do some of the same steps we did on the other side on this side. Get on there. There we go. There we are. Nope, not that one. That is not it. Not it. This is not a, depending on where you fall in politics here in the U.S., this weekend is not super pleasant for all of us for how a big vote just went. I'm not going to get into the politics of it all, but I don't want to stay in this country anymore. Why is it so hard to move to a different country? Try to keep it as politics free here as I can, but a little disconcerting this weekend. All right. We're doing the same thing we did on the other side. We're putting those gold corners on here. Your government's doing dumb AF stuff too. Ah, politics. If only it would make sense. You know. Let's take care of folks. Alright, so we got the little book corners made on this end too. There we are. PyroKitty can't find the piece. Alright, so we're setting this parts aside, and now we're making another whole bit. So there's the base of our structure. Six of these. There it is. All right. One in the middle. This is kind of the edge of the book, I think. Edge of the pages. There we go. And so the optical spectrum and this Morse code now get covered up as an Easter egg. We know they're there, but they are now hidden. Ran into the microphone, sorry. Spread out. Why are keyboards so random in price? From £7 pounds to 400 pounds. Yeah, I hear you on that though. I feel that. When I've looked at keyboards, I guess it sort of depends on their quality and if there's a name brand attached to them. I guess. There it is. These. Lots of parts for this one. All right. Ah, so this is kind of like the fold of the book we're making. Wouldn't recommend a 400-pound keyboard. Oh, John C. Spilt Dr. Pepper on the board, started looking at it and went, oh no! Oh no, that's not good. Keyboards don't like Dr. Pepper. gonna throw some cheese at you, Johnsy. If anyone is not already following Emerald Company Gaming, you should be. They are full of so many antics over there. I was most annoyed at the waste of Dr. Pepper than the keyboard damage. Precious Dr. Pepper, no! Betrayal. Just repetitively build this one part 4 times. And again. Last can even. Oh no. Didn't even have anything to replace it with. That is a travesty. Oh. I just put it on the wrong way. I am awesome. There. Alright, and so there's the book edge there. And there. Sorry, sneeze. Shopping tomorrow, so you'll fix it. So no biggie. What is dusk without dawn? Life without love. What is Scorch without Dr. Pepper? What is Scorch without Dr. Pepper? That used to be me with Diet Mountain Dew, but I gave up pretty much all soda. So I can't commiserate anymore, really. And alright, where does this go? Alright. Interesting piece. There we go. Wow, goodness gracious. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. These are more book pages, looks like. Repeat 3 times. Alright. And where do these go? These go... So kind of additional page ends here. Give him more of that curvy look to the book. Sort of a nice curved edge there. Woo! Try to run away. Alright, so that's the end of bag 2. Bunch of extra pieces that I don't know where to put. Just go up there for now. And let's separate out bag 3. Woo, that's a lot of pieces. A lot of little pieces. Sorry for the crinkle. Alright. Definitely a lot of red in this bag. That's an interesting looking piece. Got some ridges on it. A lot of red and blue. We must be starting the... So this one has, as you can see, a DNA sequence going up it. Or a DNA spiral going up it. So we must be getting started on that. Try not to lose all these round pieces. They want to roll everywhere. They're all the same piece. These black pieces are also going to be a problem because they're going to try and roll away on this. Bunch of red pieces. All the same piece. Just a bunch of them. And these, I'm just gonna put all in the same tray over here. Just kind of lay them by their different colors. These are gonna go rolling like crazy, so I'm gonna dump them in here. Yeah, look at that, rolling like crazy. As expected. These yellows up here. Alright. That wasn't too hard. Not too bad. Get rid of these big pieces right off the bat. I like it. Alright. What goes... This goes here. So this is going to be the foundation for all of our little mini builds in there. Make a frame around this part here, this little rotating bit. There we go. All right. I missed a step. Where'd I miss a step? What'd I miss? Ah! I didn't have to undo anything. I just couldn't find where I was in on my instruction. Right. Step 1. Stack 2 pieces on each other. I can handle that. Nope. There we go. Is that right? I feel like that's not right. Let's start with this part. Okay, I was right. That's what we got so far. Alright, so we've got some gears down in here. And then I'm gonna take 2 of these. Attach them to the sides. Consolidate my space here a little bit now that I have the room. I can tell my sinus medicine is starting to wear off a little bit. Alright, so the red goes on the big end of the blue. Do that twice. And then that goes... matter which end goes... Yes, this end goes in here. There we go. Alright, so pink goes on one end and yellow on the other. And 2 of those on the ends. And on alternating ends here. So we're going to start getting the DNA spiral going. And this goes There we go. We're starting to get a little bit of a twist going. Deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA, is the language that the genetic code for all life forms is written in. DNA is formed of pairs of bases, A with T, C with G, bound together in a sequence forming a double helix structure. Human DNA consists of about 3 billion bases. So we'll just say this is A and T, and this is C and G. So they'll always be paired. You won't see an A paired with a G. It won't work that way. I might have been a history major, well, an anthropology major in college, but I was really enjoyed biology in high school. I was going to go to college for microbiology, but I was no good at maths. I was in fact terrible at math. There we go. Our next pair on there. And then we repeat this for a little while. It didn't help that so I went to a big university here in the US. I went to University of Florida, and at big universities like that, some of the core classes freshman year are what they call freshman fail-out classes. Basically, they test you. Not just like with the material, but just if you'll make it, I guess. So when I was a freshman in college, I had a calculus class, and the teacher was German, and she had a heavy accent, and she didn't use like PowerPoint slides. She just wrote stuff on the whiteboard, and if you didn't get it when it was on the whiteboard, that was it. That was your only opportunity. She would erase it off the whiteboard after a few seconds or a few minutes before she moved on to the next topic. And hold on. One of these steps had multiple, making sure I didn't miss. Alright, just one of those. Alright, 2 of these. Okay. But yeah, after she would write it on the board and move on to her next topic, she would erase it, and if you didn't get it down, too bad. And I remember I was so mad at this teacher, and she didn't do office hours or anything, so you couldn't go ask for help. You were just supposed to get it while she taught it, and if you didn't, it's on you. Teach yourself from the book or something. Which again, maths are not my strong suit, so I did not do well. Yeah, it wasn't fun, and it got to the point I just stopped going to the class because I was like, I'm not learning anything. Oops, put the wrong one on there. The coral and the orange look too similar. in my lighting. So it's like, not only was I struggling with the math, but here was this teacher that just, like, didn't care. She was on tenure, so she couldn't be fired. Didn't matter how many people passed her class or not. That's when I realized, you know, maybe microbiology isn't for me. And swapped my major to anthropology. And then never got a job in anthropology. Alright. There we go. We got a pretty neat little DNA sequence going on here. Might hear me mute my microphone more often. Like I said, my sinus medicine is definitely starting to wear off a little bit. Ooh. Where'd it go? Ah, landed in the chair. Did not land on the floor, thankfully. Starting to get a little tall. Alright, now this one is a little bit different. Same for most of it, but then at the end it's a little bit different. We don't use these round ones. Alright, so instead we're going to use these guys. So we have a connector coming off each side for future pieces. Right. Pretty nice looking DNA spiral, I gotta say. Definitely not getting the colors on the same sides as the instructions, but I am pairing the correct colors together. A with T and C with G. All right. Getting harder to put them on because they're so tall up. I don't have another yellow. Weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. There were only 4 yellows in the bag. Oh, no, here it is. Ha ha. I was wrong. was hidden on the other side of my bowl. My tray. I was like, what? I mean, I have enough of the other kind. Don't break. There we go. Maybe. And one more. And this one does not have these blue attachment pieces because it's going to be the end. There we go. All right. Now, there we go. So I can spin this rod and it twists. Handy. And that is the end of bag 3. I made it through 3 bags. I'm gonna be proud of myself considering how cruddy I feel today. There's all our spare pieces from 3 bags. Seems like a lot. And we built George Washington Carver, agriculturist and chemist who worked with peanuts famously. And on that note, I think we are going to go ahead and wrap up and find someone to raid. Don't go away just yet. We are going to find someone to raid. Someone to spread the Twitch love to. So let me see who we've got. There is not very many people on. There's my raid messages. Make sure you copy one of those. Top one if you are a subscriber. The bottom one if you are not. Let's go. Let's go. What are you doing today? Alright, there's not very many people on, but let's go say hi to Rahisaurus. I think we raided them recently, but there's not very many people on right now. So we're going to go raid Rahisaurus, who is the creator of the PNG Tuber program I use. Looks like right now he's doing a little bit of art. He's drawing some characters, it looks like. Drawing, so I guess he had a raffle recently and they're drawing the raffle winner. But yeah, we'll go say hi to Rahisaurus. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and hopefully I will not be quite so coffee and sneezy come Sunday, and we will get this build finished on Sunday. Bye everybody, I hope you have a great day. Bye friends!